Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back. My name is Jason Hood. I am doing an absolute beginner guitar series. I've made a couple of videos already that if you're not familiar with anything about the guitar, you want to go back and check out those videos because I'm going to be naming out the numbered fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the frets and how to use those things. So we're going to get right into this chord. And if you haven't done the one for the G chord, I have one for G chord. You should go check that out also. You can watch this one first and then go back and check that one out. But so we're going to start off with the index finger, and we're going to put it on the first fret, or just behind the first fret. Remember, we talked about that in another video. And go ahead and hit that note. See what it sounds like. Make sure you're not too far up. Make sure you're hitting it, pressing it hard enough. If you press it hard enough, it should ring out. That is your note, the first note in your C chord. And also, you hit all three of these, first three strings, you have a chord right there. But we're not going to stop there because we're not satisfied. We want all of these strings ringing out. So we're going to go to use our middle finger, and we're going to put our middle finger on the second fret of the fourth string. And I have a little rattle. So I need to, a little fret buzz, and I need to take that in and have it worked on, or work on it myself. I've never done that myself, actually. I do my own notation and setting my strings and stuff, but never filed my frets. But my day job is a machine, and you think I'd do that. Anyways, next we're going to go to ring finger on the third fret of the fifth string. So, and after you have all those fingers down, so we have one, here, here, and here. We're going to pick those out. We'll pick all four. Not pick, but strum. Strum all four of them. All six of them. There you go. Just let it ring out slowly. Make sure you're not... sometimes this finger will hit other strings and you won't be able to hear them. Or you see how if you have it leaned in, I'm hitting that one. So just pick it out slowly till you get used to it. Again, it may be difficult for your first, if you've never done chords before. You'll get these little marks on your fingers. I don't know where my camera's at. There it is. And it just takes some time. You're going to get used to that. Your fingers will get toughened up. And this is actually part of toughening up those fingers, is making these chords, making them happen. So again, we have... I'll just lay it out for you slowly here. First fret, second string. That sounds terrible. I need to get that fixed. Second fret of the fourth string and the third fret of the fifth string. That is your C chord. Now, if you have that down, practice it a little bit, practice it quite a bit. Now is the time to start practicing switching between chords. I've already shown G. If you haven't seen G, you can go back and watch that video. But we're going to start with G and then go to C. Practice it slowly. Practice it just like that. You're going to let it ring out. If you're, like I said, absolute beginner, just let them ring out. Make sure you're doing it right. Then when you lay your fingers down on the C, let it ring out. Make sure you're doing them all the way. And if you do mess up, you can blame it on fret buzz. It's called fret buzz, which means your fret's a little too high. So if anybody's listening, say, "Oh no, that's just fret buzz." I got it. Trust me. So then you practice going back and forth. Right now, we're just going to strum down, all down strokes. There you go. And you just practice that over and over. Now, eventually, you want to get faster and faster. But you don't want to sacrifice your sound for speed, right? Doesn't matter how fast you go if it's not sounding right. So, what I recommend is that you do that every day. I know it's going to hurt a little bit. Do it for a little while. Don't let it hurt too extreme. If it starts to hurt too bad, take a break. If it starts to hurt a little bit, take a break. You got time. And when I say take a break, if that's all you're going to be doing is those chords, come back to it in an hour. Come back to it in 30 minutes, whatever you feel like. And also try, and something that nobody really explained to me, was try to do it lightly. with these fingers. See how lightly you can go. You know, sometimes we get overexcited and we just press too hard because we think that that's what we have to do. But depending on your guitar, which brings me to if you have a guitar, if you have a cheap guitar, bring it to a professional, have them set it up. It is definitely worth it. You can get a cheap acoustic guitar that the strings are way too far off, and it's just going to make your practicing more difficult. It's worth spending a little extra money to buy an acoustic guitar, especially. If you're going to only be playing acoustic, it's worth it to spend the money to get one that is set up very nicely. You don't have to press too hard on the strings. They're not too far away. I don't know how well you can see, but mine are right there, right? Now, it wasn't always that way. I've had it adjusted. I've had it fixed and set. Now, electric guitars have a lot more adjustment on them. You can buy a cheap, crappy electric guitar and actually have somebody set it up for you, and it'd probably be pretty good to practice on. So that's my recommendation on which guitar to do. Maybe I should have done a separate video on that, and maybe I still will. Anyways, that's it for now. G, C, G, C. Take your time. Downstrokes. You may not have to press as hard as you think, and if you are having to press too hard, like I said, bring it to a professional, have them set it up for you, which means set the action, which means lowering the strings for you to where it sounds good, and you don't have any buzz. Yeah, I'll get that fixed. Anyways, if you have any questions, any comments, leave a message in the comments section. Criticisms, that's fine. Anything you want to learn, anything you want to know. Starting out wise, like I said, I've been playing for many years. I'm not the best, but this is also helping me to reiterate and to relearn what not relearn, to make me think more about what I already know. So thank you for your support. Yeah, but if you want to see the next video, if you're doing this and you want to see you have the G and the C down and you want to know where we're going next, hit the notification button, like, comment, share. Thanks again.